Stay tuned for the following special presentation from KOFO 1220 and 103.7 FM. KOFO, your sports source for East Central Kansas, welcomes you to the Ottawa Arrows American Legion Baseball pregame show, brought to you by Super Stan's Cleaning Service. Carpet, upholstery, furniture, or tile. Make Stan your cleaning man. Call Super Stan's Cleaning Service for a free estimate today at 418-2463. Now, for a preview of this Ottawa Arrows American Legion ball game, here's KOFO Sports Director Gary Bateman.
And good morning, everyone, from Jones Field at Sodens Grove in Emporia. Welcome to another day of American Legion baseball action as Ottawa participates in the 2018 Sam Ellis Classic here at Sodens Grove. And joining me today is Sam White. Sam, Ottawa finally got their first win of the season yesterday afternoon, and it's got to feel good after having so many struggles there early in the season.
Absolutely, especially with being able to put up more than 10 runs, 13 runs. I mean, any way you look at it, it'll take a win. A win is a win, but to do it in a fashion where you can put up a significant amount of runs, it's definitely got to be a great feeling.
I was kind of impressed with the way that the team kind of persevered because they got the lead, and then Andover came back on them a couple different times. But each time Ottawa had an answer, and that's kind of the key to it.
Being able to show the resilience and keep it, keep your head level and just continue playing ball the way you know how to play ball is something that you got to take into perspective and go, hey, let's keep this going. And as Coach Fuller said, let's hopefully we can turn this into a win streak.
We're going to take a break right here. Come back with more. You're listening to the Super Stan's Cleaning Service Arrows pregame show on KOFO.com.
Ask any coach. Wishing for a good game is not the best game plan. At home, wishing your carpet and furniture were clean isn't much of a game plan either. Stop wishing. Let Super Stan be your cleaning man. Super Stan's Cleaning Service at 418-2463. Stan's been making life clean, fresh, and more enjoyable for your friends and neighbors for over 40 years. Kids, pets, unexpected visits from relatives, they all can take a toll on your carpet. Live life clean and fresh. Call Super Stan's Cleaning Service today at 418-2463. Let Stan be your cleaning man. 418-2463. KOFO and State Farm agent Ryan Dispro are sending you to see the Kansas City Royals at the K this season. To win tickets, register at Ryan's State Farm office at 504 Redbud Avenue in Gurnett. And you could be there to see the Royals host the Astros on Saturday, June 16th or Sunday, June 17th. 2 games, 2 winners that we'll announce on June 12th during the Brad Howard Early Morning Show.
Ground ball third. Second base. Out. Back to first. Got him. Double play. And the Royals have won it.
Register now to see the Kansas City Royals from State Farm agent Ryan Dispro and KOFO.
And back here on the Super Stan's Cleaning Service pregame show, Ottawa taking some warm-up out there in the infield and outfield as we get set for baseball action here. The Wichita Aviators are today's opponents. And, Sam, you got a chance to watch them just a little bit, I think, didn't you, on Friday? No, you didn't get a chance to? They finished third in the pool. They lost yesterday afternoon to Wellington to play in this third-place cross bracket. The game we just saw here, by the way, was won by the Kansas Indians as they beat the Andover Jaguars by the run rule. 15-7 was the final score there. Sam, a lot of runs get scored here late in these tournaments. Teams starting to run a little bit short of pitching, don't they?
Yeah, it does. It's also that, and I think towards the end of the tournament, it's a lot of some of these guys may have not experienced this, so they get tired quicker. Fatigue kicks in, and you start making things like errors that you wouldn't either normally make or you really shouldn't make, and therefore a lot of runs do account for some of these errors. And Ottawa did have quite a few of those on Friday, and obviously looking to avoid doing some of that today.
They did a good job of cutting down the errors yesterday's ball game. They had a couple, but they really weren't catastrophic as they were in the game that you broadcast on Friday. Team's given up an awful lot of unearned runs, and I know Lance Fuller wants to try to get that remedy because that'll go a long way to helping your pitching staff with confidence and that type of thing.
Absolutely. If you can cut down on those errors, that saves things on pitchers because if a run does score on the error, it's for the pitcher. It goes towards him And the more you rack up, the more coach thinks, all right, we got to pull him because he may be throwing a pitch that could end up being hit towards a certain individual that may throw and it be off. And just think, if he hadn't thrown that kind of pitch, may have not had happened.
We'll take a break right here. Come back with more. You're listening to the Super Stands Cleaning Service Arrows pregame show on KOFO.com.
When a pitcher is spent, his manager gets him out of the game before he gets in a bad spot. When your carpet is spent, do you get it out of the game before any more bad spots show up? Bring in the reliever, Super Stands Cleaning Service at 418-2463. Stan's years of experience at treating, cleaning, and maintaining your carpet can get it out of a spot and keep it in the game for many more innings. Years ahead. Call Super Stan for a free estimate today, 418-2463. Make Stan your cleaning man. Call Super Stan's Cleaning Service today, 418-2463. You've spent countless hours and more money than you even realize establishing and running your business. When was the last time you evaluated how you're marketing your business? Other than your family and a few friends, how many potential customers or clients even know where you are or what you do? KOFO Marketing can help. Local radio advertising is still one of the most effective and affordable ways to share your message every day. Daily radio advertising builds image, trust, and value. Don't you want that for your business? Email sales@kofo.com or call 242-1220.
Back here on the Super Stands Cleaning Service Arrows pregame show, and the umpires now coming out on the field. So we'll have the meeting at home plate here before too much longer and get started here in about 5 minutes or so. Right-hander Michael Hull will go for Ottawa here this morning, and Michael has had quite a bit of rest, although he's pitched in 4 games already this season. Has only the one game, and that was the very first game of the season where he threw more than just an inning or so. So hopefully he'll have a strong outing here for them. He came in and pitched on Friday in the ballgame that you broadcast, Sam.
He came in, he pitched a third of an inning, and he got a strikeout in that inning, but he was in left field the entire rest of the game, and his arm is incredible, the way he was even to make up just the cutoffs from the warning track on one that was hit well, and being able to get the ball in quickly, shows how well his arm strength is and how well he can, hit his target. And getting a strikeout in a third of an inning where you just kind of fell apart in the final 3 innings, it's got to feel good. And going into your next performance, pitching performance, it's got to be able to be a little bit of a confidence booster.
That's going to do it for our Super Stands Cleaning Service pregame show. Back with the starting lineups and the first pitch of this afternoon's game. After this, you're listening to Arrows Baseball on KOFO.com.
Thank you for listening to the Ottawa Arrows American Legion Baseball pregame show, brought to you by Super Stands Cleaning Service at 418-2463. Stay tuned. The first pitch is coming up. You've spent countless hours and more money than you even realize establishing and running your business. When was the last time you evaluated how you're marketing your business? Other than your family and a few friends, how many potential customers or clients even know where you are or what you do? KOFO Marketing can help. Local radio advertising is still one of the most effective and affordable ways to share your message every day. Daily radio advertising builds image, trust, and value. Don't you want that for your business? Email sales@kofo.com or call 242-1220. KOFO, your sports source for East Central Kansas, welcomes you to this broadcast of Ottawa Arrows American Legion Baseball on 103.7 FM, 1220, and KOFO.com. Brought to you by Quality Structures Incorporated, Modern Woodman Agent Dale Pearson, Dingle & Son Mortuary, Sutton's Jewelry, and by Ransom Memorial Health, Ottawa Recreation Commission, Super Stands Cleaning Service, Kramer Pharmacy. This Ottawa Arrows broadcast is also being brought to you by Constantino's Price Chopper, Kansas State Bank, Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, Messenger's Home Furnishings. Also by Arvest Bank, C.S. Cunningham Construction, Leon's, and CarStar. Now let's return to the field and join KOFO Sports Director Gary Bateman for Ottawa Arrows American Legion Baseball.
Back here at Sturgeon's Grove, Jones Field, get set for baseball action. Let's give you the starting lineups. First of all, for the Wichita Aviators, leading off playing in left field is John Reed. Batting second, the shortstop, Sam Lorkey. Hitting third, doing the catching, Casey Stewart. Designated hitter Isaac Mason will bat fourth. Batting fifth, playing at third base, Dylan Layton. Travis Bilson will bat sixth, play second base. Calvin Stewart, the center fielder, will bat seventh. Hitting eighth, playing at first base, Hunter Phillips. And batting ninth, the right fielder, Matt Graber. For the Aviators, Reed, Lorkey, Casey Stewart, Mason, Layton, Bilson, Calvin Stewart, Phillips, Graber, and Drew Sparks will be on the mound. For the Arrows, leading off, playing at shortstop, Trenton Worley. Batting second, the second baseman, Brody Mundell. Hitting third and playing at third base is Owen Lamar. Cleanup man is the first baseman, Cameron Reynolds. Batting fifth, designated hitter, Wayne Laurie. Catching and batting sixth is Tanner Botkin. Hitting seventh and playing in left field today, Colson Bean. Spencer Mays is in right field, and he'll bat eighth. Batting ninth and playing center field, Jose Richards. For the Arrows, it'll be Worley, Mundell, Lamar, Reynolds, Laurie, Botkin, Bean, Mays, and Richards with right-hander Michael Hull on the mound. Michael appearing for the fifth time this season. He's only thrown 4 1/3 innings. He's allowed 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned. He's walked 6 and struck out 6. He has an earned run average of 1.75. John Reed will stand in to lead things off, left-handed batter. Here's the wind by Hull and the first pitch of the game. And it's fouled off the end of the bat, strike one. Reed, then Lorkey, and Casey Stewart here in the top half of the first. Wind blowing out to left field here today. Hull's 0-1 pitch. It's blowing outside.
Thank you, Linda. That's beautiful. Will you stand?
Right-hander winds, the 1-1 delivery. Just off the outside corner.
This is the day. This is the time. We are the beloved children of God. Get ready to become disciples
Here's
of
the
Christ.
2-1 pitch to Reed.
Prepare our hearts.
And it's a fastball high.
And our hymn of praise.
Looking out here, yeah, we didn't have this luxury on Friday with the wind. It was pretty toasty everywhere, and the wind was very, very calm.
3-1 pitch is outside, and Hull walks John Reed to start the ball game. Dimensions here at Soden's Grove. Jones Field, 30-35 down the line and left, 305 to the right field foul pole. Power alley, 365 left center, 355 in right center, and 375 to dead center field. And Sam Lorkey, the shortstop, stands in, right-handed hitter. Hull throws a fastball for a strike. There's a delayed steal attempt as Botkin didn't come up with the ball cleanly. Now the ball rolls into shallow center field, and there goes the runner to third. So, fastball in an error, and all of a sudden there's a runner at third base with nobody out. 0-1 the count to Lorkey. Inside and it hit him. Well, this is not the start the Arrows were hoping for, Sam.
No, it is not. And Michael, you mentioned something like his ERA. That's pretty outstanding, and obviously you don't want to hurt it any by giving up hits, but walks certainly won't look good either.
Casey Stewart will stand in. Catcher hits on the right side. Runner goes from first. The pitch is a ball. The throw goes to third base. Runner back. So now 2 runners in scoring position with nobody out. Pitch from Hull is grounded down the third base line. It's a foul ball. Excellent hitting background here at this ballpark. One pitch. Didn't want to do it, but he went around on a pitch up in the zone. Actually out of the zone. 1-2 now to Casey Stewart.
Would you remain standing for the prayer?
Fouled back to the screen by Stewart.
Patient Lord, you know how we are. We let the frustrations and worries of life
Arrow's infield is back here early in the ball game.
buckle under the weight
They'll trade a run for an out.
of confusion. Just when we should
Now Hull drops the ball, and that
we turn away,
will be a balk.
certain that the solution to our problems
Hull was on the rubber and dropped the baseball, and so Reed will come down to score, and Lorkey will move to third base.
must appear to you. Forgive us. Help us to understand how active
Still a
we
1-2
really
count
are
to Stewart,
in our
and the
lives.
pitch. Popped him up.
Transform us from
Worley, the shortstop,
believers.
has it, and there's one
Make
down.
us into disciples of peace and compassion.
Sam Holt made it a good pitch that time to Stewart. It was up in the zone, and he just couldn't lay off.
Yeah, so far, despite the hit batter, Mike himself has just been throwing right around the strike zone, if not in the strike zone, and he appears to be getting in the batter's heads a little bit, making them kind of a half swing and fouling off balls that normally you wouldn't want to foul off.
Batter is Isaac Mason, who takes the ball inside. Right-handed batter with a runner at third base, one away. 1-0 Aviators here in the top of the first.
Well, thank you very much. I am so excited because one of my
Inside again, 2-0.
movie. It's called Solo. It's about Han Solo.
He seems to be liking that corner there, whether the batter's on the other side or right there. He seems to be liking that corner right there.
Action movie. It's an action movie.
Low and away. 3 balls, no strikes.
I wore my hat today. I was in a play a few years ago, and I was a rabbi. And I was in a play several years ago, and I was John Brown. And I was
Stretch and the 3-0 pitch is ball 4 high.
the Wizard of Oz, and I was the lion.
But runners at the corners with one out for Dylan Layton, the third baseman.
Favorite plays and favorite movies are action movies
Watkin now will go out in front of the plate
because they've got lots going on.
and signal to his middle infielders what happens if that runner takes off for second.
Story, but I fall asleep. And when
Runner goes from first. The pitch is fouled back to the screen. Layton had a good cut at that one.
stories in here, lots of stories, and some of them are boring.
That shows good leadership skills on the catcher there for being able to step out in front like that and give the signs to the infield instead of a coach doing it from the dugout. That shows some character for the kid there.
Bull steps off the rubber, trying to keep Mason close. Base runners have
Those are stories.
gotten good jumps on him so far in this ballgame.
We've been studying.
There he goes again. Pitch is popped foul straight back and out of play. It'll be 0-2.
But then the book after that is my kind of book. It's an action.
Again, there, Mike seems to be trying to get in the head of these batters a little bit as the batters try and take their time getting back in the box, realizing he's not just going to give it to them.
What it is, it's the
0-2 pitch. Runner goes. Pitch is high. They'll throw through. They'll cut it off. Worley back to the plate. And safe. He slid around the tag.
it's easy to study when you have your teacher right in your class.
Good slide by Sam Lorkey as Botkin tried to swipe the tag but couldn't get it down in time.
Oh boy, that
So the double steal and a run scores.
when your teacher's gone
2-0 Aviators.
on the play,
1-2 now to Layton.
sometimes you forget what the teacher taught you.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out with a high fastball.
Is that when Jesus left, the disciples thinking, our teacher isn't here anymore. What
2 outs, and here's the second baseman, Travis Bilson.
to do the right thing. And they learned how to take care of each other. They learned how to preach to each other, how to talk to
Pitch
each
up
other, how to
too
tell
high.
a story. And so they learned how to be teachers. Well, in your story, what kind of story do you have? If someone was writing a story about Eli, what kind
1-0 pitch. That misses high too. And last couple pitches, Hull
underneath this black hat
has not
is white hair?
found the proper release.
And I'm at that age where I'm thinking about what kind of story would they write about me if they were writing about me? Would they
Popped up.
boring
Mundell coming hard, but it's Reynolds, the first baseman, to make the catch. And that retires the side. In the first for the Aviators, 2 runs, no hits, one Ottawa error and one left on base. And at the end of a half inning of play, the score is Wichita 2, Ottawa coming to bat, and we're back after this 1-minute break. You're listening to Arrows Baseball on KOFO.com.
Quality Structures Incorporated in Richmond is proud to sponsor this KOFO sports broadcast. They know that experience matters on the field and when it comes to your building needs. Visit qualitystructures.com and put their years of experience in constructing post-frame buildings to work for you.
It is good to know your AC is ready for the summer. Before it gets hot, call Adamson Brothers for a spring tune-up today at 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
To protect your family and plan for your financial future, get to know your Modern Woodman agent.
Hello, I'm Dale Pearson, your Modern Woodman agent in Ottawa, Kansas. Call me today at 242-6566.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
Since 1944, families of Franklin County have called Dingle & Son Mortuary and Crematory in their time of need. Why? Because of the peace of mind received knowing that Dingle & Son will take charge and exceed expectations. Visit DingleMortuary.com.
Arrows come to bat here in the bottom of the first inning. They'll send to the plate Trenton Worley, Brody Mundell, and Owen Lamar. Defensively, for the Aviators, John Reed's in left field, Calvin Stewart in center, and in right, it is Matt Graber. Third baseman is Dylan Layton, shortstop Sam Lorkey. Here's Trenton Worley standing in. Pitch to him is up too high, ball one. Second baseman is Travis Bilson, and at first base, Hunter Phillips. Behind the plate, Casey Stewart, and right-hander Drew Sparks on the mound. 1-0 the count to Worley. And that pitch missed outside. It's away, 3-0. Worley has settled in nicely into the leadoff spot on this team here. Up in the count, 3 balls, no strikes. Pitch from Sparks is outside corner, strike one. Shortstop Lorkey is behind the base almost at second. A huge hole left side. Here's high ball 4. So Worley draws the leadoff walk. Brody Mundell will be the batter. Brody hitting at 196 on the season. Yesterday, he scored 3 runs, had an RBI with a sacrifice fly. Worley a threat to go at first, has his lead. Mundell bunting, gets it down along the third baseline. They'll have to hurry. Off-balance throw, and the tag made, and it was safe. Phillips tried to get the tag on, but Mundell was already on the bag. Worley stops at second, so Ottawa has runners first and second with nobody out. Owen Lamar hitting at 409. It's the dirt, blocked by Casey Stewart. So credit Mundell with a bunt single on that play. Ottawa has something going, first and second, nobody out.
And if you're Ottawa, this is exactly what you need, especially to get in early.
And the pitch hits Lamar to load the bases. So as we mentioned with Ottawa in the top of the inning, this is not the start that the Aviators wanted. With 3 runners on base, the first 3 men up, reaching.
No, but they do have a 2-0 lead, and though no outs, Drew's just got to be able to maintain his confidence level. But it's nice for Ottawa to be able to look like they're maybe even getting in his head a little bit, forcing him to pitch outside, and right there a hit batter, and keep it up whatever they're thinking and whatever they're doing.
Cameron Reynolds will be the batter. Cameron hitting .471 on the year. Bases loaded, nobody out. Sparks going to elect to work from the full windup. Pitch hits the inside corner, strike one. Infield is back for the Aviators.
Reynolds is one of those guys that can get on base. Friday he did go 2 for 4 with a couple singles, so he can get on, and he got on with a walk as well.
Pitch down low. Cameron in yesterday's ball game tripled to right center. Also was hit twice by pitches. A ball, one strike. Runners lead away. Swing and a miss. That was well thrown by Sparks on the outside part of the plate. And Reynolds now down in the count, 1-2.
If you're Reynolds, you want to leave those alone. Just let them go out there. He had to stretch to get that swing out.
Sparks to the wind and the 1-2 pitch. Slowly hit ground ball up the third baseline. The pitcher will field, and he'll have no play. Everybody's safe. And down the line to score comes Worley. Little slug bunt that time by Reynolds. And he'll pick up the RBI on the infield single. So a 2-1 ball game, and here's Wayne Laurie. Laurie's average up to .333, a couple of hits yesterday. Takes low and away. Laurie starting to swing the bat well. That double he had yesterday down the right field line.
Got a hit on Friday as well to go along with that, so we know he can do some damage at the plate.
Pitch is over but low, 2 balls, no strikes. Still nobody out. Ottawa has a run home, and the base is loaded here in the bottom of the first, but still trail 2-1. Down low. Let's see if Wayne Laurie is taking here 3-0. He is, and the pitch is right through there. Now he can look for a pitch in a spot. Something he can drive, hopefully.
Another pitch like that would have been a good selection.
That ball hit the center field. Should be deep enough to score the run. Mundell tags. The catch made. The throw will come into the infield. And on the play, Lamar down to third. And we're all tied up on the sacrifice fly by Laurie. It's a base running by Owen Lamar. Now he's over at third base. Reynolds at first with 1 out for Tanner Botkin. Stretch by Sparks. Pitch to Botkin. That ball hit in the air. Shallow left. Has a chance to drop. Center fielder comes on, makes the catch, and throws it into the plate, and Lamar had to stay at third. Nice running catch there by the center fielder, Calvin Stewart. 2 outs. Batter will be Colson Bean. Colson hasn't batted much this season. He's 0 for 5.
Was a courtesy runner on Friday, and he's got some wheels on him.
Pitch upstairs to Bean, 1-0. Colson was the winning pitcher in yesterday's ball game. Went 4 innings.
He was healing people and speaking words of wisdom and helping people understand about this God who loved them. And
long hesitation by Sparks. The 1-0 pitch.
Somebody in the crowd who
down too low.
Tell him that he was less than holy, less than pure, less. They were always questioning his motives.
Runners lead away from the corners.
I mean, here was somebody who was so good.
Bean takes a called strike.
And people treated him so badly. Today's gospel lesson is a case in point. You may remember
Stretch. 2-1 pitch. Going inside. Spencer Mays in the on-deck circle would hit if Bean reaches. 3-1 the count to him. Runner goes from first, and the pitch is popped up. Phillips, the first baseman, has it, and the inning is over. Ottawa ties it up with 2 runs on 2 hits. There were no errors, and 2 left on base. At the end of an inning of play, the score is Ottawa 2, Wichita 2, and we're back in 1 minute. You're listening to Arrows Baseball on KOFO.com.
After 49 years in the same place, Sutton's Jewelry has moved. Hi, this is Kathy Sutton inviting you to the new home of Sutton's Jewelry, 2 doors down at 213 South Main, on the other side of the Plaza Theater. We hope you'll come and pay us a visit and find more space, more beautiful inventory, and even a few surprises. We're excited to share our new updates and promise to continue providing quality jewelry and accessories, professional service, and the same Sutton's Jewelry loyalty. Sutton's Jewelry, now at 213 South Main in downtown Ottawa.
Have you seen the Colosseum in Rome? Kind of crumbly looking, isn't it? That's because it wasn't built by C.S. Cunningham Concrete. In fact, if C.S. Cunningham had been around back then, the Leaning Tower of Pisa would simply be known as the Tower of Pisa. No lean. That's because C.S. Cunningham Concrete does it right, with fully trained and licensed workers. If they'd built the London Bridge, there'd be no song about it falling down. Commercial, residential, concrete. C.S. Cunningham, 785-242-7101.
2-2 as we move to the second inning. For the Aviators, it'll be the lower third of their order. Calvin Stewart will lead it off, and then Hunter Phillips, and then Matt Graber.
Kind of taking a look at him walking up the batter's box. That is quite the hair he's got.
It is flowing. Let's put it that way.
And he's not the only one on that group that's got some hair. Sam Larkey had some hair about that long as well.
Calvin Stewart, left-handed batter. Pitch from Michael Hull is on the outside corner, well thrown.
Standing in a crowd that's pressing in on you, and you can't get away from them, and all of them are yelling and wanting you to do something, and they're reaching out and they're trying to touch you.
Fastball high. The count, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Emotional stress that puts on you.
Nice still to see him kind of throwing right around the strike zone and not throwing any obscene way outside.
There's another fastball in the outside corner. It's 1-2.
All I want to do is go home. I want to close the door.
Hull's next pitch.
And I want to have supper.
Going inside.
I want to take off my shoes. And I want to go to bed.
2-2 delivery. Is over but low, 3-2. Being out in left field is playing quite deep, especially for a left-handed batter. 3-2 pitch. Goes the opposite way, bounces to third, and it's off the glove of Lamar. And Stewart will be safe at first on the error. Lamar tried to backhand that ball, and it just rolled off the glove.
Perfect set and perfect glove position, everything. Just the hop didn't go his way.
It was a tough hop, but it was one he should have stayed with. Now Hunter Phillips, right-handed batter. Runner goes from first, pitch high. Watkins throw to second, will be there to get him. Watkins with a nice throw and a good tag applied by Trenton Worley. Stewart down trying to steal. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Phillips. Outside corner, strike called.
And for Hull, that's got to feel good to know you can rely on your catcher to be able to help you out. If you got a man on base, clear the bases, it's got to feel good to realize no one's there.
Next pitch, just off the outside corner. 1 out, nobody on now. Phillips waits. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Popped up, near the plate. Botkin, the catcher, he makes the catch just as he crosses into fair territory.
Back-to-back plays by Botkin. That's
ordinarily you'd want your third baseman to make that play, but Botkin had it all the way, it appeared. So 2 outs, nobody on. Here is the right fielder, Matt Graber. Pitches inside to Graber, 1-0.
He's got some hair coming out of the back of his helmet, but not as long as Stewart or Larky's, but he's got some hair as well.
Grounder to third, another bad hop. This one Lamar can't come up with. And Graber will be safe at first. Another error on the Arrows. 3 now in the game. That was a really tough hop for Lamar, but he didn't charge the ball, and I think that's where it kind of ate him up. Now back to the top of the order, John Reed walked and scored a run his first time up.
His mother calls for him. And they come and they tell him that his mom and his brothers and his sisters are wanting to
Pitch from Hull is a called strike at the letters.
Because they believe he has lost their mind. And
Runner at first, 2 away. We're in the top of the second, a 2-2 tie.
So far, good pitching by Michael Hull. Getting a strikeout and getting it right around the zone.
Swing and a miss by Reed. It's quickly 0-2.
That's where most of us back away from the story. We can understand.
Graver with a lead at first. Reynolds at the bag trying to keep him close. Struck him out with a fastball. Second strikeout for Michael Hull, and the Aviators out here in the second. No runs, no hits, 2 Ottawa errors, 1 left on base. We'll move to the bottom of the second. Ottawa 2, Wichita 2. Back after this 1-minute timeout. You're listening to Arrows Baseball on KOFO.com.
If you're expecting, you have 1,000 questions that Ransom Memorial Health can help answer with their next childbirth class starting July 23rd. Learn about the importance of nutrition, healthy labor, even tour the family birthplace. Find out more by calling 229-8458 or go online to ransom.org.
Kramer Pharmacy, downtown Ottawa, hopes you're enjoying this KOFO sports broadcast and wishes all the area teams good luck this season. Call Kramer Pharmacy today and ask about their convenient MedSync program that allows you to have all your prescriptions filled at the same time each month. Call 242-2055. Chad Bruner, Director of the Ottawa Recreation Commission.
The Ottawa Recreation Commission would like to thank all of our volunteers for their service in helping with the ORC. These individuals play an important role in everything we do here. From all the ORC staff and board members, thank you.
Hey, it's me, your taste buds. What do you say we head over to Leon's? You know, used to be Poncho's. They're open now, and the vocal cords won't stop talking about them. Chicken fried steak, sandwiches, burgers, salads, and I hear they kept the chips and cheese. Yum. You take me there and I'll forgive you for that freezer-burned whatever that was last night. Leon's, now open for lunch and dinner at 429 South Main, downtown Ottawa.
Arrows come to bat in the bottom of the second. Spencer Mays will lead it off, and Jose Richards, and back to the top of the order for Trenton Worley. Spencer Mays hitting .091 on the season, right-handed batter. His aim was up too high. Wichita got 2 runs in the top of the first. Ottawa tied it up with 2 in their half. It's too high, 2-0. Cross-bracketing after this. First place team in each division will play the second place team in the opposite division. Called strike. Mays was taking 2-0. And then the championship game will be played at 5 this afternoon. 2-1 pitch. Way out in front and swings and misses. 2-2.
We know it's not true. We know that over 50% of our daughters are going
And that pitch hits him. Tried a breaking ball, and it didn't do anything.
We know.
Second hit batter by Sparks. And the batter will be Jose Richards. Jose picked up his first hit of the year yesterday. Drove home a run with it.
People are growing up in these abusive, neglectful situations where they're being beaten down and their basic needs are not being met. And some of
It'd be nice to see if you could back that up with another one.
Maybe ask the bunt here. He is around the bunt. The bunt and run was on. Bunt's down. The only play first, and the out recorded there with Mays taking second.
This is what happens.
So sacrifice for Richards. Play going 5-3. One out, and here's Trent Worley, who walked and scored the first Ottawa run in the first inning. It's from Sparks. Ground ball to the first baseman. Phillips up with it. He'll step on the bag. Mays to third, but 2 outs now. Now Brody Mundell, who laid down a bunt single his first time up, came around to score a run. Sparks is going to work for the windup. Mundell swings and misses.
Mundell's done quite a bit in regards to getting runs in, either by himself or hitting them.
That ball hit in the air to left. Under it is Reed, and he makes the catch. Ottawa's out here in the second. They waste the leadoff batter. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left at the end of 2 innings of play. Ottawa 2 and Wichita 2 back after this 1-minute break. You're listening to Arrows Baseball on KOFO.com.
And we're back. One more round, Cindy, and you win.
I'm ready.
Name a bank with at least 250 locations.
Arvest Bank.
Yes. Name a bank with longer hours and award-winning service.
Arvest.
Yes. They can give you a mortgage, credit card, or loan.
Arvest.
Has a free blue checking account you can open online.
Arvest.
And has an online switch kit.
Arvest Bank.
That is correct. You're a winner.
You can be a winner, too, when you open a free blue checking at Arvest Bank. Go to arvest.com/switch or visit a friendly nearby associate. Equal housing lender.
Technology, mobile banking. I totally heart my bank.
Kansas State Bank. A better way to bank with community people you know. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Smart Ottawa shoppers know Cosentino's Price Chopper has the best rewards program in town. Only Price Chopper lets you earn points on all your purchases. Visit mypricechopper.com and start saving on food or fuel today. Shop Cosentino's, your local family-owned grocer since 1948.
And back here in a 2-2 tie as we move to the top half of the third. Here to bring you the third inning of play is Sam White.
Thank you, Gary. Yeah, Michael Hull so far, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts through the first 2 innings, pitching pretty well. He is staying right around that strike zone for the most part, thrown quite a few strikes already. He's got Sam Larkey coming up, who he did hit back in the first, so he'll be looking to avoid doing that again, and hopefully turning it into a third strikeout for the day. Larkey steps in the box. Wind up by Hole. And well inside for ball 1.
If we love our neighbors as ourselves, it's a healthy
Hole again. Fouled off to the right, out of play. Even count 1-1.
Whereas Calvin Stewart had the flowing blonde hair, Sam Lorkey with the flowing black hair.
Yeah, that's something you don't see a whole lot in baseball, especially at this kind of age, with multiple players showing some kind of trend there. Is it the 2-1 count? Pitch just outside for ball 3.
And then he opened his arms.
Pitch again by Hole.
He invited everyone.
And that's going to
become a part of his family.
He's going to reach there. Does it look to be a drop strike?
I think it was low on the call by the umpire.
So he reaches on a walk then. So 1 on, no outs. Brings up Casey Stewart, catcher, who popped up to short his first time up. He takes ball 1.
Polk continues to struggle just a little bit, Sam, with his release point.
Yeah, and it seems, and it shows in kind of the direction where a lot of those balls are going to the outside or way inside. Is the throw to second not in time, or the tag's not in time, as Larkey is safe at second. 2-0 count.
As we continue worshiping, let us give our tithes and our offerings.
He was throwing quite a few strikes early on, and since then he's throwing a lot more. Either outside or way inside. Is the 3-0 count for Stewart.
Take what we have. Take our gifts. Take our money. Take our lives. Fill them each with your spirit. So that we
3-0
can go
pitch.
and serve in your world.
Strike one. Got the corner there. Runner on second. Larkey with the lead off. 3-1 pitch. Outside again to the corner. He fills up the count. 3-2.
He could make a living on those pitches right there.
Yeah. Especially if the batter's not going to swing, you just might as well throw it there. So he does swing. And way inside, puts Stewart on first. So runners at first and second. Brings up DH Isaac Mason. So back-to-back walks here to start off the third. We've got a courtesy runner coming in.
Looks like Braden Armstrong is going to run for the catcher Stewart.
Runners at first and second, still no outs. And that's a strike again on the corner. Mason walked his first time up. And we're starting out here with the strike, because he didn't get to see any of those his first time up. And that's upstairs for ball one.
Interesting, the cleanup man Mason showing bunt right there, Sam. And so they're looking to get those runners moved over somehow or another.
And as the Aviators, I don't know about bunting, with Bakken making back-to-back spectacular plays in the last inning. He hit it right there, and Bakken can turn and throw real quick. 1-2 count. Cole looking to get an early out. And that is drilled to left, and that's going to roll back towards the corner, in the corner, and 2 runs are going to score. He's going to be held at second. And that is not what you wanted if you're Michael Hull, was a pitch left-right there that he just took it and drove in 2 runs with it.
First hit of the ball game there for the Aviators, but it was a big one.
Yeah, makes up for the first 2 innings of not having any. Ball one. Still no outs. Runner at second. 2 runs already in this inning. We've got Leighton up. And that is popped up. And what a catch in the corner there. And the throw, the cutoff throw to third. Couldn't get it as it gets past Lamar, and Bakken's going to get it. But he was able to get all the way over that corner to make a sliding catch and then be able to get it in that quick. That
was an amazing play by Bean in foul territory over by that fence. He was on a dead run, kind of went into a slide. Heads up base running, though, by Mason to tag and go on to third base in that play.
Calvin Stewart. Now this is Travis Bilson, who's up. Popped up his first time up. 0-1 count. Fouled straight back. 0-2 count. Saw 2 balls for his pitches the last time he was up. He's got 2 strikes here. Swung on, strike 3. That's his third strikeout now. That's what Michael's been wanting to look for, is to record another strikeout.
He needs a strikeout right now. Now he can get out of the inning with no further damage if he can retire Calvin Stewart.
Stewart, there's the long blonde hair. Inside, ball 1. He reached on an error his first time up. Ball, 1-0 count, upstairs.
Michael, as most pitchers are, much more effective if he gets ahead of the count. They can hit his pitch.
And there's first strike. And if you're a pitcher and you've got a 2-0 count or a 3-0 count, it's always going to feel great to get that first strike. You kind of know where you can go from there. And outside, ball 3, 3-1 count. Runner on third, 2 outs. 4-2 Aviators. Stewart back in the box, full. Wind up. And the 3-1 pitch is outside, so Stewart gets on with a walk.
About 5 walks and a hit batsman per hole. He's got to be around the plate a little bit more than that.
Yes. Bakken signals for the infield. Brings up Phillips, first baseman. He's popped up his first time out. And the throw by Bakken is nowhere near second. It could be handled. So runner at second.
Ottawa did not throw all the way through where they came in to cut up that ball off. They were going to allow the steal of second, thinking the other guy would hit home.
And that's way inside again. Phillips, his first time up, as I said, popped up to Bakken. Bakken, that was the one where Lamar was coming in. Typically, your third baseman would make that catch, but Bakken had it all the way through as it's a 3-0 count now. Mike's still looking for his first strike here against Phillips. He would take another one of those pop-ups. And there's that strike. Still 2 down, runners both in scoring position. Michael Hull looking to just get out of this inning. And he's going to load the bases there with a walk. So he seems to be struggling now to find that zone. He's throwing up high. Seems to be the area where he is throwing as Tanner Bakken will take a light jog out to the mound with a coach coming out as well.
Now, Kyle Altick, who was a catcher in his playing days out there, and sometimes you just got to calm the young man down a little bit. He's just not consistent enough around the strike zone, Sam, and get himself into trouble. I mean, he's only given up the 1 hit, but 2 runs scored because he put the 2 previous guys on by way of base on balls.
Exactly, and it's one of those deals where if you give up some few runs, even not on hits, it's going to take a hit to your confidence, and that may have been right there, reboosting of the confidence. As Matt Graber steps in, pops it up, out of play.
One other thing, too, Hull's pitch count is already at 70 with this next pitch, and that's a bunch in 3 innings.
That is a lot in 3 innings.
And yet, like those
inside for ball 1. And a good share of those are those balls that are either way upstairs or inside, as that is hit well. Second. And he makes the grab for out number 3. 1 hit, 2 runs, 3 left on as we go to the bottom of the third on KOFO.com.
Messenger's Home Furnishings in South Ottawa has a huge selection of sofas, love seats, recliners, tables, and chairs. Choose from hundreds, even thousands of fabrics and wood finishes, too. Visit Messenger's Home Furnishings in Ottawa, or for more information, go to messengershomefurnishings.com.
We train yearly to be iCar Gold certified because as cars and designs have changed to keep you safer, so have the collision repair procedures. And at CarStar Ottawa, your safety matters. Call CarStar 242-8916. Relax, we'll take it from here.
You've spent countless hours and more money than you even realize establishing and running your business. When was the last time you evaluated how you're marketing your business? Other than your family and a few friends, how many potential customers or clients even know where you are or what you do? KOFO Marketing can help. Local radio advertising is still one of the most effective and affordable ways to share your message every day. Daily radio advertising builds image, trust, and value. Don't you want that for your business? Email sales@kofo.com or call 242-1220.
Welcome back here at the Ellis Classic on this beautiful Sunday morning. The wind blowing, and Owen Lamar, who was hit his first time up, will come up to bat to begin bottom of the third for Ottawa, who's going to, again, have to tie it up again, it looks like, after giving up 2 more runs at the top of the inning. Pitch by Sparks in there for strike 1. As Lamar saw Owen, he saw 1 pitch before he got whacked in that first inning. So he's going to see more than 1 pitch here, even the count, 1-1. Ottawa with a couple hits already in this game, as that swung on strike 2. Probably should have left that one alone, as that was down towards his feet. Behind in count 1-2. Sparks taking his time here. Pitch inside to even up the count. So Lamar showing a little bit of patience here. And we're looking off to the right here as we see a little bit of warm-up by Ottawa already in the bullpen.
Yeah, and I think that's Brody Mundell out there throwing.
Sparks really taking his time here for the 5th pitch. And he's going to throw it behind Owen. So full count here for Owen Lamar. Be nice for Ottawa. Get some confidence after a rough pitching and defensive setting in that last half inning. Make up for it with a man on first with no outs. And he's going to be hit again. So Owen Lamar, back-to-back at-bats, gets back-to-back the first on. Hits towards the back.
As a pitcher, that's the last thing you want to do. You were ahead of that batter, you threw him behind him, and then you hit him with the next pitch. That's the type of thing where really Stewart, the catcher, ought to go out there and have a quick word with him.
The umpire did too, it looked like. He went out there and gave him the ball, and may have said something. Brings up Reynolds, infield singles first time. Scored an RBI on. And that's hit. The third gets past third. So Lamar's going to second, and Reynolds is on with a single. So Ottawa starting off the inning here, or the bottom half of the inning, pretty nicely. You get on with a base or with a hit batter, and then you get on with a 1-pitch single.
Now let's see what Ottawa does here. First and second, nobody out with Wayne Laurie at the plate.
He's got to sacrifice his last time up, turn into the other run.
You got related to the people you're related to. Oh, man.
And the turn, and nobody's at second for Sparks to throw, so he just eats it.
Last birthday, we were all gathered in a park in Marysville, Kansas, and he was just sitting there with his goofy look.
Runners maybe trying to get inside of his head a little bit so he can throw some pitches as the bunt is laid down towards the third base side. Throw to first, and in time,
he
that moves. He beat it.
He beat it.
He beat it. So loads the bases there.
You're the one who started all of this. And he said, yeah, scary, isn't it? I mean,
so great bunt by Laurie to load the bases. And Tanner Bakken, who popped up his first time out, is up with bases loaded, no outs. Ottawa with 4 hits on the day up to this point. Be nice to get another hit and turn a couple of those into runs. And takes strike one.
And then there's my cousin and I. We were raised
a good time for Tanner's first hit of the year.
Decided to be groundbreaking.
And it wouldn't come better at a better time with bases loaded.
Not everybody.
Some RBIs to go with that first hit.
I have a cousin who dropped out of high school who never has held a job.
Even count 1-1. Colson Bean on deck. He popped up to first his first time out.
Grandpa's last words were, remember.
And that is drilled out of play, left side. 1-2 count.
And all of our insanity.
That was a good spot for the hit to come. He just pulled it a little too much. Imagine what could have done if going down that third base line.
He had a good swing on that one. Let's see if he can straighten it out just a bit.
1-2 count.
But not just to stay.
Sparks to throw. Inside.
And to fight others into.
Sparks kind of a slower walk back to the mound there.
Go in peace. May the love and peace of Christ.
Tanner waits for the pitch. And he has to duck for that one. Lamar coming in, and no play at the plate as Ottawa's going to get kind of a freebie there with a wild pitch that forced Tanner to duck, and Owen was able to just slide right in. 4-3, Ottawa cuts the deficit.
The pitcher was slow to get to the plate. Looked like they might have had a chance to get Owen Lamar.
The catcher decided to eat it there. 2-2 count on Tanner. Runners both in scoring position, nobody on first. And that has popped up out of play behind us.
Your contribution may be sent to First United
Still 2-2 count.
203 East 4th Street, Ottawa.
So Tanner's showing some little bit of power there with a couple of these swings, popping that one high up. And that one that was off the third base side is going to get on there. Bases loaded. Again, brings up Colson Bean. Still no outs for Ottawa. And they got a run already.
It's a betrayal, okay? Essentially double-crossing. Not just double-crossing President Trump.
Infield's back. They'll look for a double play ball off the bat of Bean. Colson needs to make sure he gets this ball down this time. A little bit of an uppercut the first time up.
Canada moving forward with retaliatory measures against President Trump's new tariffs on steel and
Bart
aluminum.
taking his time there on the mound. 1-0 pitch. And just outside for ball number 2.
Prime Minister Justin Trudeau dishonest and weak. Trudeau, for his part,
Canadians.
Warm-up action for the Arrows has ended down the right field line. We'll see what happens here at the end of this half
White
inning.
House economic advisor Larry Kudlow says Trudeau stabbed the U.S. in the back.
He gets up in the airplane and leaves.
Sparks, judging by his body language there, shows his confidence seems to be draining a little bit, realizing you've got bases loaded for the second time with no outs and you've already given up a run. And you're down 3-0 in the count.
Colson Bean should be taking at least one right here.
Before these last couple of months with Mike Pompeo, I think the only American who really had talked to Kim Jong-un
Pitch
was Dennis.
outside again, so Ottawa's going to get another kind of a free run here with a walk there by Sparks. With Bean on first. And the infield's going to come in, and we're going to have a pitching change. This right fielder will be coming in for Sparks, and that is Graber, Matt Graber coming in. We'll take a break here just for a few seconds for a pitching change. KOFOonline.com.
Since 1944, families of Franklin County have called Dingle & Son Mortuary and Crematory in their time of need. Why? Because of the peace of mind received knowing that Dingle & Son will take charge and exceed expectations. Visit dinglemortuary.com.
Kramer Pharmacy, downtown Ottawa, hopes you're enjoying this KOFO sports broadcast and wishes all the area teams good luck this season. Call Kramer Pharmacy today and ask about their convenient MedSync program that allows you to have all your prescriptions filled at the same time each month. Call 242-2055.
Welcome back here to Emporia, Sam Ellis Classic. This is the third place game between the Wichita Aviators and the Ottawa Arrows. We have a pitching change as Matt Graber comes in for Drew Sparks. And bases are still loaded for Ottawa. So any runs that come in that are on the base already will be given to Sparks. Graber continues to warm up.
Looks like Sparks stayed in the ballgame, too, moved out to right field. Let's see. If that were to occur, according to American League rules, that would mean that the Aviators would lose their designated hitter, but man came out of the dugout, too, and it might have been Isaac Mason, the DH, so maybe he will be in the ballgame somewhere on the infield now. Let's take a look.
Ottawa showing a little bit of aggressiveness here by drawing some walks and getting a hit and getting a couple of runs in. Catcher goes out to the mound.
I don't see any changes on the infield there for the Aviators, so they may have lost their DH there unless they made a change out in the outfield that I missed.
They bring up Spencer Mays. Spencer playing right field. He was hit his first time up. Could either take be hit again, or a hit, I'm sure, itself would be a lot better. Matt's first pitch is in the dirt. Mays calls time. So 1-0 count here. Still no outs for Ottawa, as they've evened up the score again, and that's going to get away, or he's going to come in, and Ottawa, just like that, has the lead. No outs.
I also sent a couple of teachers to
runners on second and third.
This summer, so I'm anxious to hear from them how that went, and we can start utilizing.
So that run right there will still be given to Drew Sparks, so he has given up 5 runs in this game so far. 2-0 pitch, grounded foul to the third base line.
The new pitcher right there, I think I'd have been taking 2-0, but he saw something he liked and went after it.
2-1 pitch, swung on, third base, throw, and 1 out. But Ottawa will get the run. So sacrifice grounder essentially to the third base side. We'll just leave a runner on second. And this brings up Richards, who had an attempted bunt towards the third base side his first time up. 1 down, Ottawa leads by 2. And that's fair ball over the third base side. Richards is going to have 1 RBI as he's going to get a stand-up double. So Ottawa extends their lead now 7-4 here in the third.
Boy, that was a seeing eye grounder down that third base line, just out of the reach of the third baseman, Layton. And the Arrows pick up another run on the double by Richards.
And a barometric pressure of 29.84 inches of mercury and steady. It's mostly sunny and 88 at 1220 and 103.7 FM. I'm Dave Edwards.
Excuse me, this is Worley.
Thank you, Dave. We now rejoin
in a ball game at this point. A walk and a ground out third, a ground out first base side. 0-1 count.
And they are taking on the Wichita Aviators.
And a wild pitch is going to get away from him. So runner advances to third. So a runner on third, 1 out, 1-1 count. And I don't think anybody on the Ottawa side would argue with a 4-run lead going into the next inning if it comes to be.
Hey, we have to take whatever we can get. Infield comes in now.
And the pitch is going to get away. Runner's going to come. And we have clear bases, and Ottawa extends their lead out to 4 because it's 8-4. So Worley's going to work with a 2-1 count in his favor, nobody on, and only 1 out. And as the hitters continue to come up, this has got to feel good. 2-1 pitch is too low. 3-1 pitch. And a little 8-legged friend decided to join me here on the table. That's hit up the middle for a single by Worley. So he's going to get on for his first hit of the day. Ottawa's got another base runner. And that's going to bring up Mundell. And you said he was a 197 hitter coming in?
Coming in, yep.
So he has shown so far in the last couple of days he can get on base and get runs going as there's a steal attempt for second, and he's safe. So Worley gets in the second on a steal.
Mundell is versatile. He's able to get on base quite a bit. He's not afraid to draw a walk, certainly. And he can swing the bat. He shows some pretty good punch.
1-0 count. Ground over to third. Throw in time. So runner still stuck at second. 2 outs. That's going to bring up Owen Lamar, who's been hit twice this game. So gets hit again. I think he deserves an ice bath after the game. The runner goes at third. The throw to third. And he gets past the third baseman. Worley's going to come in to score. And Ottawa's got a 5-run lead here in the third. So 7 runs in this third inning. Pitch outside. So Owens got a 1-0 count. Pitch by Graber. Upstairs again. 2-0 count.
Actually 3-0. That first pitch on the steal attempt was outside the strike zone, too.
So he's going to walk. Probably relaxing a little bit, drawing a walk instead of getting punked again.
That's true. Good inning for the Arrows here. They've been helped quite a bit by the Aviators, but they've done some good work on with the bats as well.
Yes, getting on base and moving runners. And Reynolds is going to take strike one. Perfect on the day, 2 for 2 with an infield single and a single. So 2 singles. That's grounded foul over third base side. 0-2 count. 2 outs. 9-4 Ottawa, who is wearing red with blue letters and silver pants. And 1-2 count in the Aviators. White pants with blue and orange. Swung on, fouled back again. So Reynolds fighting here, getting some good pitches. He's just fouling them off. Runner still at first. Pitch. And that's going to be popped up towards fair space. And that's going to drop for a hit. So Reynolds will get on, and the runner's going to move to third. So Ottawa with 2 outs brings up Laurie, the DH, who had a sacrifice hit that turned into an RBI his first time up.
Also laid down a bunt single his last time up, beat it out. A good bunt, certainly, but they were looking for a sacrifice.
Pitch near the head. The throw to second. He's going to be caught in a rundown. And the runner from third's going to come home. So Ottawa's going to get maybe, and the tag is out. And the run's going to count. So Ottawa leads by 6 going into the top of the 4th, thanks to 8 runs. As we come back to the top of the 4th, Ottawa leads at 10-4. KOFO.com.
Do you know if your AC is ready to beat the heat this summer? You can find out by calling Adamson Brothers today at 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
Hey, it's me, your taste buds. What do you say we head over to Leon's? You know, used to be Poncho's. They're open now, and the vocal cords won't stop talking about them. Chicken fried steak, sandwiches, burgers, salads, and I hear they kept the chips and cheese. Yum. You take me there and I'll forgive you for that freezer burned whatever that was last night. Leon's, now open for lunch and dinner at 429 South Main, downtown Ottawa.
Brody Mundell will be brought on to pitch now for the Arrows. And let's see what other changes Ottawa made. They've moved Owen Lamar to second base. Looks like Wayne Laurie is now playing over at third. Arrows with 8 runs in that bottom of the third inning. They did it with 5 hits, but a lot of help from the Aviators. So Michael Hull goes the first 3 innings. He allows just 1 hit, 4 runs, only 2 of them earned. He walked 6, hit a man, and he struck out 2. So Mundell being brought on here. For Brody, it's his 4th appearance of the year. He's no wins, 3 losses. And it'll be interesting to see, Sam, how far they go with Mundell after he threw on Friday.
Absolutely.
Now that game was a short game. It was a game that Ottawa played against against Emporia. Mundell only went 3 innings in the contest, so let's see how far he can go. He'll have the top of the order up. John Reed stands in.
There's a difference between that game and this game. As Ottawa was trailing that game, he's got a nice, comfortable 6-run lead thanks to spectacular bottom third there, where they punched in 8 runs.
John Reed swings and misses. He's down on the count 0-1. Next pitch is on the outside corner, and Mundell quickly ahead in the count 0-2. Reed walked and scored in the first, struck out swinging in the second. Hit down the right field line, twisting, it'll be a foul ball. Still 0-2. And Mundell's next pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
And if you're Mundell, that's the perfect way to start your morning. Coming in and your first batter goes down, swinging strikes, 6-run lead. Got to feel good.
Sam Lorkey, the batter, has been hit by a pitch and walked. He's scored twice. He's stolen 3 bases. Takes a little high, ball 1. 10-4 Ottawa, game in the top half of the 4th. Curveball, bounce towards shortstop, up with it, Worley. Guns it across, 2 down. So with 2 out, nobody on, the batter will be Casey Stewart. Stewart popped to the shortstop in the first inning and walked and scored in the third. Actually walked, and then a courtesy runner came in to score for him. Big right-handed batter. That ball smoked to center on the run. Richards, he'll reach up and make the catch. So 3 up, 3 down for the Aviators here in the 4th. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th inning. It's Ottawa 10 and Wichita 4. We're back in 30 seconds, and you're listening to Arrows Baseball on KOFO.com.
We came to Arvest Bank to learn about free blue checking. What do you like best about your account with no monthly fee?
Just, it's convenient, it's free. When they told me it's free, I was like, what?
I've used several other banks in the past, and so it was very nice to switch to one that had an actually free checking account.
It's just one less thing you have to worry about taking out of your budget.
Do you know the monthly fee for your checking account?
Oh, yes. 0.
Congratulations. Arvest Bank. Our customers say it best.
Arrows look for more here as they come to bat in the bottom of the 4th. It'll be the 5, 6, and 7 hitters, Laurie, Bakken, and Bean. New pitcher, Sam Lorkey, now in the ball game on the mound for the Aviators. And let's see who moves to the shortstop position.
Sparks out there.
12, okay. Yeah, that would make sense. Let's check now in right field then. That might be Austin Hudson out there possibly. Graver has stayed in the game, it looks like, and he's now at second base. No, that's Graver walking back to the dugout, so.
Sparks has been moved to short.
Sparks is the shortstop.
Laurie comes up. He had a hit his last time up.
So Sam Lorkey, the third pitcher used by the Aviators in this ball game. There is a new second baseman out there. It might be Braden Armstrong. It looks like maybe number 8. We'll check it and see. Wayne Laurie stands in. Pitch to him. It is a called strike. Reaching for it, he pops it into shallow center, just the back of the bag at second, and the second baseman drops it. So an error on the second baseman, and Laurie's on. Here's Tanner Botkin. Botkin has slid to center and walked and scored. Down in the dirt. Nice stop by Stewart. Laurie safe lead over at first. He'll throw that way anyway, and he dives back in. Arrows with an 8-run third inning lead at 10-4 here in the bottom of the fourth. Fouled out a play by Botkin, 1-1.
Botkin, of course, is going to look to move Laurie around, and whatever runs they score in this inning would be insurance runs.
Next pitch. Fouled it off. Back of the plate. Count now 1-2. Lorkey looks in for a sign, throws over to first, and nearly threw it away.
Laurie appears to be playing some mind games with Lorkey here early.
Here's the 1-2 pitch to Botkin, and it's behind him. Tanner had to duck in order to keep from getting hit. That sometimes will get your teammates yelling at you to wear it.
Yeah.
I think that hit batter on that off-speed breaking ball. Now the 2-2 pitch. Fastball, fouled out of play.
Like his aggressiveness here, just fighting off pitches.
Botkin's gotten off to a tough start, but you can tell he's capable of swinging the bat well.
Absolutely.
Another throw to first, and again the runner back. I wouldn't call Wayne Laurie a big threat to steal.
I was just about to say, I don't know if he's really got any plans to go anywhere.
He runs well, but he's not particularly fast. There's a pitch high, 3-2. He's a good base runner. But he's got a very safe lead over there. 3-2 to Botkin. And high, ball 4. So 2 on, nobody out. And the batter will be Colson Bean. Bean walked his last time up and scored a run. He's also popped out to the first baseman. Let's see if Lance Fuller is bunting here, looking for some insurance. Bean doesn't square, takes the pitch high.
The last time Ottawa started up an inning with 2 runners on and no outs, they got 8 runs out of that inning.
No pitch, swing and a miss. Bean with a wicked cut came up empty.
Had been down just a little bit, and that kind of a quick, powerful swing like that who knows where that ball could have gone. There's a gap right there between left and center.
Swing and a foul tip at the plate. And being down in the count now, a ball and 2 strikes. 2 on, nobody out. We're in the bottom half of the fourth. Again, Ottawa on top 10-4. Looking for their second consecutive win. Long look at second pitch. Just outside. Arrows will be back home on Wednesday. Doubleheader against Oskaloosa. 6 o'clock is the first pitch. 2-2 pitch. Struck him out swinging. Bean with another mighty cut. And didn't shorten up on that at all. 1 out, and the batter is Spencer Mays. Spencer drove home a run with a ground ball his last time up. He's also been hit by a pitch.
And I've got here as that was the first strikeout for the Aviators on the day.
That's true. Mays takes a called strike on the inside corner. 2 on, 1 out. 0-1 to the Arrows right fielder. Swing and a miss, and Ottawa swinging for the fences here, and I don't think that's ever a good idea. These guys are not home run hitters. They just need to make sure they put the ball in play.
And not many home runs are hit out of this ballpark anyways.
Swinging a foul back, still 0-2. Rory leads away from second. Botkin from first. Lined into left field. It's down for a base hit. Laurie rounds third. He's going to try to score, and he will make it. And it's 11-4. Botkin stops at second base. Now Jose Richards the batter. Jose doubled home a run down the line and left his last time up. Takes on the inside corner. Checking the runner at second. Long hesitation. The pitch. Popped it up. Shallow center, and it'll be the center fielder Stewart to make the catch. 2 down. Now back to the top of the order for Trenton Worley. Trenton's 1 for 2, a single his last time up. He's also walked. He scored a couple of runs. Orky's pitch is a strike.
If you're Worley, your focus is get that runner over to third primarily and move both runners.
0-1 pitch. Down a little low. 2 on with 2 out. Center fielder Stewart playing pretty shallow. Worley goes the opposite way and fouls it off. And the home plate umpire needs more baseballs.
Larkey appears to be throwing quite a few strikes here, which has resulted in quite a few fouls.
Ball hit into center field. On the run is Stewart. He'll get there to make the catch. And Ottawa out here in the fourth, but they pick up a run on 1 hit, 1 error, and 2 men left on base. We played 4. It's Ottawa 11 and Wichita 4. We're back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Arrows Baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Have you seen the Coliseum in Rome? Kind of crumbly looking, isn't it? That's because it wasn't built by C.S. Cunningham Concrete. In fact, if C.S. Cunningham had been around back then, the Leaning Tower of Pisa would simply be known as the Tower of Pisa. No lean. That's because C.S. Cunningham Concrete does it right, with fully trained and licensed workers. If they'd built the London Bridge, there'd be no song about it falling down. Commercial, residential, concrete. C.S. Cunningham, 785-242-7101.
Arrows have a 7-run lead as the Aviators bat here top of the 5th. Middle third of the order. Mason will lead things off, followed by Layton, and then I believe Richardson, but we're going to have to check and see how the lineup worked out for the Aviators when they made some of those changes. Brody Mundell threw a 1-2-3 fourth inning. Michael Hull went the first 3.
If you're Coach Fuller and you're talking to Mundell, what you're telling him right before this is go out there and get another one of those. Get her taken care of real quick.
Waiting for Botkin to come out after he was on base there in the bottom half of the 4th. Like Derek Parker is in the on-deck circle. And the Arrows playing 2 at home on Wednesday against Oskaloosa. Topeka in town for a doubleheader on Thursday. Isaac Mason will lead things off. He drove home 2 with a double down the left field line his last time up. He's also walked. Mundell throws a strike at the knees. Breaking ball, missed low and outside. Next pitch, outside, 2-1. Inside to Mason. And now the 3-1 pitch. And it's inside, ball 4. Every time that the team batting has gotten their leadoff man on in this ball game, runs have ensued. So that's not a good sign.
No, and if you're Ottawa, you're going to want to make sure that streak stops now.
Derek Parker will hit for the first time. And he's plunked with the pitch.
And even from up here, that didn't sound too comfortable.
Well, that's not a good beginning. Now Travis Bilson will hit. Bilson has popped out and struck out. He's 0 for 2. Shows bunt, takes a strike. Not sure the strategy of a bunt down 7 runs.
If I'm Bilson, I'm looking at that gap between short and second there.
And he found it, but it's hit right to Lamar on the fly, and a double play as the throw to Worley in time.
Owen with a spectacular reach out there, and a little toss to second gets 2.
Bilson went that way, but he just didn't get enough on it, and Lamar to his right to spear it, and the double play is Mason doubled up. So 2 out, runner at first base for Calvin Stewart. Just reached on an error and walked. Throw to first, runner's back. by Mundell. Pitch to Stewart. Swing and a miss. Big cut, no contact. One strike the count.
Ottawa's played some pretty good defense here this game so far.
So the throw over to first, runner back. Now the catch that Dean made out in left field in foul territory was a heck of a play earlier in the game. Richards made a nice running catch in that last inning. Fouled back to the screen. No balls, 2 strikes.
Had playing outfield at some point in my life that it may not look very far, but you got to wheel and deal to be able to get and pull off a catch like that.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. Went after him, and he fouls it off down the left field line. We're in the top of the 5th. Ottawa leads 11-4. Another 0-2 pitch to Stewart. Jammed him, and the pitch was fouled off.
Mundell and he's swinging at something like that, you might try a throw inside again.
Yeah, or maybe come up in the zone a little bit, see if he'll bite on it that way. Foul ball, the straight back.
Maybe at this point, just throw one way low and hope for him to golf swing it and whiff it.
Well, he's coming right after him, and I guess with a 7-run lead, you like that, but he's got pitches to work with. You might try to get him to bite outside the zone. Slowly hit ground ball down the first base line, fielded the foul territory by Reynolds. I think Cameron really wanted to field that ball, but he was afraid that Stewart would get by him, and he was a little bit concerned about anybody getting over to the bag in time. So it stays 0-2. Stewart has fouled off 4 in a row.
Nice for Mundell to throw pitches like that, but the more you throw, the more your pitch count goes up, as that swung on strike 3 to end it.
And that's exactly what Mundell did. He went up in the zone. You could see Botkin holding the glove high, and Stewart down on strikes, and the Aviators out here in the 5th. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th inning. It is Ottawa 11 and Wichita 4. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Arrows Baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
You've spent countless hours and more money than you even realize establishing and running your business. When was the last time you evaluated how you're marketing your business? Other than your family and a few friends, how many potential customers or clients even know where you are or what you do? KOFO Marketing can help. Local radio advertising is still one of the most effective and affordable ways to share your message every day. Daily radio advertising builds image, trust, and value. Don't you want that for your business? Email sales@kofo.com or call 242-1220.
Another new pitcher for the Aviators as we move to the bottom of the 5th. It is right-hander Drew Bruner. He will face Mundell, Lamar, and Reynolds. Ottawa needing just a run here to end this thing. I'm sure the Emporia folks would like that as we near the 1 o'clock hour, get them back on schedule just a little bit. We weren't too late getting this game started, really, but getting into the heat of the day. So Lorkie goes 1 inning. He allows an unearned run. And let's see here. Who is at shortstop now?
Let's see, Parker.
Yeah, that's Parker at shortstop. Richardson is at second base. Brody Mundell will stand in. Brody is 1 for 3, a bunt single back in the first. All right-hander Bruner winds and deals. And the fastball is high.
If you're Ottawa, the way this game has been going, each time you've gotten a man on base, which Rendell's looking to do, you've ended up scoring.
Outside, 2-0. Arrows have 8 hits in the ball game. They've taken advantage of generosity from the Aviators as well. Back in that third inning, not only did they pick up 5 hits, but they had 3 walks rather, and a hit batsman. So
between yesterday's game, last night's game, and today, we're starting to see more of Ottawa Arrows baseball, getting on base, getting runs in.
2-0 pitch is inside. 3-0 to Mundell. Called strike. Brody was taking on that 3-0 pitch. Wind and the 3-1. Swing, pop foul, playable. Hunter Phillips over, but he can't come up with it. It was just too far of a run as the ball tailing away from him. Went into a slide around the warning track area near the dugout. There's lots of area between that warning track and the dugout, but the ball just wasn't hit high enough for him to have a really good play on it. So a full count to Mundell.
And if you're Mundell, that's just a big, deep breath now that you can continue fighting on and be that first man to get on base.
And inside and high, ball 4. Well, that'll bring Owen Lamar to the plate. Owen's been on base all 3 times. He's walked and been hit by pitches twice. He's scored a couple of runs.
And again, every time Ottawa's gotten a man on base to start out an inning, the inning has, at the end of it, has resulted with a run on the board. Or as we saw in the third, 8 runs.
Lamar was looking to bunt there, took the pitch outside, 1-0. Third baseman in on the grass. No bunt on this time. Delayed steal attempt, though, and here goes Bean into second, and he's going to be in, or rather, Mundell, he's going to be in safely. Pitch was low and outside, and so now 2-0 to Lamar, and a potential winning run in scoring position with nobody out.
Even though you're up by 7, Ottawa's still showing aggressiveness on the base with another stolen one.
Way outside, 3 balls, no strikes. Cameron Reynolds in the on-deck circle. Stretch, and the 3-0 pitch. And ball 4 high, no, check this, strike. That might have been the old automatic. 3-1 the count now. Low, ball 4. So 2 on with nobody out. Here is Cameron Reynolds, who's 3 for 3. Infield single in the first, a single to left in the third, and later in that inning, he dumped a single down the right field line. Stretch by Bruner. Long look at second. And the pitch. In for a strike.
No outs for Ottawa either. It's nice with 2 men on.
Up and in, 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch. Down to the dirt. Nice stop by Stewart, the catcher. A base hit here could end it.
Perfect 3 for 3. This is one of the men you want to do that with.
Ball hit in the air to center field, driving Stewart back. It's going to be over his head. Here comes Mundell. He'll come around to score, and the ball game will be over. So Cameron Reynolds with a double to dead center field. The Arrows get a run in the fifth. 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on base. And the final score, Ottawa 12, Wichita 4. And we're back after this 1-minute timeout. You're listening to Arrows Baseball on KOFO.
Impressing with Amazon Music.
Are you just going to stand here all night, or are you going to go talk to him? I will. I'm just choosing a playlist first. Since when do you listen to country?
Yes, Jen! I love this song.
Very smooth.
Find the right playlist for just the right person. Amazon Music, the simplest way to listen to the music you love. New customers start your 30-day free trial at AmazonMusic.com. Renews automatically, cancel anytime.
Next. You're holding up the line, ma'am.
What did you say?
You're next in line for the water slide, ma'am. Feet forward and enjoy the ride.
Okay, dearie. This does look fun. Whee-oh! You melted me. I've melted.
The Wicked Witch of the West on a water slide? Surprising. What's not surprising? How much you could save by switching to Geico.
See what you've done. Oh!
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Well, the Ottawa Arrows close out the tournament in fine style here as they beat the Wichita Aviators this morning. Actually, this afternoon it is now. 12-4 the final. And, Sam, I tell you what, good turnaround for Ottawa after a couple of not-so-good ball games to start this tournament.
Absolutely, and even before that, struggling just in general to get in the win column and to follow it up with back-to-back games where you score at least a dozen runs is something that you're going to want to take in. And going into this week to playing 2 games, they're going to want to continue that. As you know, Coach Fuller said before we started, a win streak would be nice to leave here with, and they've left here now with a 2-game win streak. So seeing some former Ottawa-style baseball, getting hits, getting runs, is a great way to end the weekend.
Absolutely, and they got pretty good pitching today. Michael Hull struggled with his control somewhat. Brody Mundell came in and actually pitched very well after throwing over 3 innings on Friday in the game against Emporia. Cameron Reynolds went 4 for 4 this afternoon, including the game winner, a double over the head of the center fielder in the bottom half of the 5th. For the Arrows, they finished the game with 12 runs on 9 hits. They committed 3 errors, and they left 7 on base. For the Aviators, 4 runs, only 1 hit. They committed 2 errors, and they left 5 on base. Michael Hull is the winning pitcher. His record is now 1-1 on the season. Michael is 1-0, and the losing pitcher for the Aviators was the starter, Drew Sparks. Sam, now team has some time off. They can work a little bit on some things they still may need a little bit of work on before the doubleheader on Wednesday.
Exactly, yes. First off, Owen, you're going to want to ice up a little bit after being punked a couple times. But they did a great job of staying aggressiveness in the batter's box. They're going to want to think about, where their pitch is instead of fouling off a lot of them that you really could have let go. They're going to obviously cut down again on the errors today, so continue working on your fielding again and watching those hops as the third base regards to being hit over there was kind of not kind to anybody today.
Oh, that's true.
But running those balls down in the outfield that play out there and left that really could have been a foul, but being able to run that down was excellent. Bakken played great at second. So Ottawa's defense is starting to show up nicely. So really the one thing you want to work on is getting that ball deep out into the field, as we just saw hit over the center fielder there. You're going to want a lot more of that coming forth here into this week.
In the final, Ottawa 12, Wichita Aviators 4. For Sam White and for Lars Johnson back at the station, this is Gary Bateman saying so long from Jones Field, Soden's Grove in Emporia.
We hope you enjoyed this Ottawa Arrows American Legion baseball broadcast on KOFO. Brought to you by Quality Structures Incorporated, Modern Woodman Agent Dale Pearson, Dingle & Son Mortuary, Sutton's Jewelry, and by Ransom Memorial Health, Ottawa Recreation Commission, Super Stands Cleaning Service, Kramer Pharmacy. This Ottawa Arrows broadcast is also being brought to you by Costantino's Price Chopper, Kansas State Bank, Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, Messenger's Home Furnishings. Also by Harvest Bank, C.S. Cunningham Construction, Leon's, and CarStar. For more information about our next Ottawa Arrows baseball broadcast, log on to our website at KOFO.com and listen daily to the KOFO Sports Calendar. This has been an exclusive presentation from your sports source for East Central Kansas, KOFO.
What does it take to rebuild trust? At Wells Fargo, we've been thinking about that a lot lately. For us, it begins with a renewed commitment to our customers, fixing what went wrong, making things right, working with more transparency and higher accountability, and reinventing how we serve you. It's a new day at Wells Fargo, but it's a lot